4, 3. Fuck! Hello. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday night. You know what that means? Well, do you?
Yes.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Did you remember your metal detectors this week? Because there's hidden gold and silver, and it will reveal itself with every poet. You are all gems and metals, each with a story to tell. This space would be dead and empty without you. Thank you for coming out. I'm going to adjust this fucking thing. Oh man. I always find it kind of funny that, nobody's ever brave enough to sit at these tables in the front. No offense. You guys are awesome. Fucking thank you. This is an important fixture in the community. In the not too distant future of 2016, a room full of rogue poets with strong ideas. Is the mic cutting out?
Yes.
People can yell.
God, this thing is being a piece of trash. What have people been doing with this thing?
You see on that connection, you'll be good.
Okay. God. Wasn't doing this during sound test. It's embarrassing. But, see, even the mic is rogue. Like all you poets. You rogue poets. With your strong ideas. We gather in this cafe back room, dining on caffeine, tea, stones, and ideas. I am James Otter, your host and non-contagious overlord. This is page 2 poetry at the Cush Cafe in the left brain of the right hand of Eugene, Oregon. 2016 has been a bad year for aging rock stars so far. The election is coming soon. Politics are coming. And so it is essential to inoculate ourselves from the bullshit and hang out here in the trenches, sharing our writing, speaking our pieces, and not throwing feces. This is an inspiring environment, and goddamn am I happy to be here. Woo! Quick quack question. How many people here is it your first time being here? Raise your hand. Fuck yeah. Fucking fuck yeah. Thank you. All right. How many folks have come here more than once? All right. Fuck yeah. You guys all rock. So I guess because the microphone is being difficult, I will say enunciate, as in speak loudly and clearly, because this thing, you can't rely on it for shit right now. You know? You guys know what that means, though, right? Enunciate. Right? Raise your hand if you know what that means. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Anyway, fucking fuck yeah. Y'all, you folks, you make this scene real. It wouldn't exist without you. It would be me talking to a bunch of invisible people, a bunch of tables, or a bunch of people on YouTube. Hi YouTube audience. Yeah, don't show the audience. We never show the audience. You know, that would, they don't even know if there is one. It could just be a laugh track. Anyway, you guys know. Thank you. Can I get a fuck yeah? Can I get some more fuck yeahs? All right, awesome. That's perfect. Anyway, here are the rules. All right, 1. You get 8 minutes with a 15-second exception. I want to hear everything you have to say. Unfortunately, this event is on a time limit, so I must limit your time. By getting up on this stage, you consent to be live streamed onto Page 2 Poetry's YouTube channel. All material must be original, nothing copywritten. YouTube will take us down! And nobody wants that. Nobody. And anybody that does want that's a dick. 4. Yeah, I know. I do not allow bullying. We support one another. We don't tear each other apart. We're not wolves. This isn't a competition. This is a community. With all that said and done, here's a brand new poem by yours truly.
Okay.
I gotta do what I want. The new millennium is just around the corner. Toilet paper is on sale, 1 for $10. Raiding the shelves, flipping coins. It's my guess what happens tomorrow. I attempt to leave town. My stroller didn't move quite fast enough. Loaded to the brim with nickels, dimes, my life savings. Men dressed like Alan Moore characters holding signs. The end is near. All is fear. V for something. Outside the Portobello district, hazard queens are drilling holes in marble calendars. Scaffolding shuffles screechily. Sunburst sparks, too bright to feel with my eyes. Everybody in town is going crazy. Fucking in the streets, fighting in the bank, throwing quarters at me, farting about on the sidewalk. I shout through a galaxy's worth of living blue jean suits, cake pants, and gas masks. Night doesn't come. The sun is too excited to take a break. Not even for 12 hours. Not even for 1 hour. Madness. I pick up the stroller and all my dollies, throw them in the air, karate kick them into the other crowds. Fuck New Year's. It's the same day 100 times for someone. Some people. I'm not stuck in a time loop. I'm not stuck in a time loop. It's the same day 100 times for someone. I'm not stuck in a time loop. Everyone else could be. I've got a brand new poem for you guys. I'm not stuck in a time loop. Everyone else could be. So cursed. In the convenience store, a line so short, it's not even there. Opportunity is a pocket full of change. Pack of dumb. In fact, I might splurge and get 2 packs of dumb. The world might end tonight. It doesn't, but right now I don't know that. So I splurge on rich mint gum. Keep my breath nice and fresh. Fresh like my flesh. I steal a penny. Hope they don't see. That could cost me a few quarters. Dangerous world. I stepped on an ant. One day an ant might step on me. Step into me. New Year's, old fears, same year, different smears. My skin is clear. And that is all that really matters. Rash-free, rationally, rash-less. Pulled out my eyebrows, hair and skin, painted them on. It stung. New year, old problems, new lessons, new lesions, new laws, new reasons not to talk to anybody. The end. Anyway, I've got a brand new poem for you guys. No, I don't. I just read it. Enough about that. That joke's dead. Hey, Isaiah. Come on up to the stage.
I noticed the last few times I needed to move stuff out the way, so now I'm just gonna move it for him. I like to move.
Okay. Hey, leave that there.
The pen?
Okay, no. Do your thing.
My thing. It's funny.
Take it away.
I just have a few things to share about you, to share about me, to you, that I'm very grateful for. And on that same note, about, well, me. Let me tell you, I'm no longer doing this for me, but to appeal to your clear thinking conscience I speak, so that by your own two shoestrings, you can lift yourself up. Yes, lift yourself up, boy, yeah. Let Big Brother show ya. Now you try, you can do it. You gonna learn how by doing. I know what's happening right now. See, it's actually gonna come up here in the song. This little something I wrote song. I'm just happy, actually. I'm a little over happy. That's what it is. Thank you.
All right.
Meet the girls.
I can dig it. Jeremy! That's how it's called, man. Yeah, that many E's. Remember, the microphone's not being a piece of shit, so if it fucks up on you, just speak up.
All right, we got it.
There we go. Take it away.
Never had a hard time speaking up. All right. Isaiah, that's brave, man. That's beautiful. I got to say that. That's beautiful. Yeah, man. All right, so this is called Whatever, and here we go. Since when did Christianity become a crutch not to think and to live a whatever life so long as one believes, tall tale signs made by scribes against the nature of being that puts no divide between what one believes and what one thinks? And the only reason thinking becomes deeply ignored is when thinking starts to feel that thinking abhors awareness of what one has become, slightly awkward, turned away from, childlike that is too much, too lucid, too bright, too deep, and overrun by a daily life of strife and humdrum and just don't think. You all right, Kara?
Oh.
There's some tea right here. Here we go. Where was I? Where's the show? And just because I can't face myself without feeling astray, I'll have to lose myself, and that's scary. Pressure won't go away, so I need to find someone or something to marry, to surrender to, or at least abide with in confidence, and equanimity is truth. That would be some magic. Now that someone has shown the power within, just need a little help to leap into the difference. Because it's just so easy to do what I always did, especially if the people around me aren't moved into dance. Just ignoring this until the body festers, too slow, too habit, too heavy to take a chance. It's not easy, and yet it is. You do the same thing again and again. This may seem like a sudden turn to gain a little momentum. Yes, it is a sudden turn, feeling more clear and seeing ourselves as equals in a way to heal the injury of my thinking that saw you as really different from me. And while difference is true, so is the same. So the thing to do is the same differently. Crazy letting go of logic to say, why do I have to be so different anyway? The people who think they know or feel they know or say they know, they probably don't. That's just the way it goes. Yet once in a while, somebody does know, yet they don't even know that they know. Yet once in a while, too, someone knows who knows that they know. And those I'm on the lookout for. Where are you? Come marry me. Christ Almighty, what the hell are we waiting for? What's wrong with being awake, feeling alive, afraid something will go wrong, maybe even die? What a pessimistic perception. Death doesn't even exist. Some believe it inevitable. Why? Especially if you're a Christian. Let's get to the life and death of this. If I'm focused on the extremes, hanging on to one or the other, never finding synthesis, yeah, things will break down under thunder and rain for a while. Then sun pierces through into an upside down smile, rainbow. There we go. Only so primary lights of the show. Identity in the misty midst, everything perfect as it is. Nothing to hang on to anymore. So the hell with death in all extremes. The mind has somehow managed to think as being more real than otherwise. Real, I should take off this disguise. Letting go of all the armory that makes me feel like a tank on the bottom of the sea, rusty and broken, just as it should. Open the hatch and bubble up free into the middle of all phenomena as bubbles. Anytime there's trouble, can let it go pop. Just let it go stop. These thoughts, the heaviest things that ever did come into being. Light o' lights grant this perception to remain in the midst of life, death, here, there, between breaths, nowhere, everywhere. To let this go, everything known, in the heart beating, subtle river flows, through the mind to find there's no floating the ego. Christ Almighty, what am I waiting for? And who was Christ anyway? Man, woman with a whole lot to do and less to say, and someone really famous for it too, in the land of the time that had never seen the like of someone who takes the dense and turns it into light, finds between of everything and says this is right, maybe even the only way, to let the heart sing for endless days. To hell with death, to hell with it, and to hell with worship. How about just becoming this? Difference without being different. Because when one is not afraid, then it's okay to be together without getting lost. So many examples turning dark to light, be they famous or not. Is that time?
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Mic turned off.
Oh, is the mic turned off?
Yeah.
No, it's just on the computer. Keep going, Jesse. Keep going.
No, just keep going.
Jeremy, Charles, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I thought it mattered for a second, but it don't matter.
Keep going.
Here is this life. What am I going to do with it? If it's not cathartic, what is this? The flyers are helping so long as I'm helping. Otherwise, I'm stuck and doing nothing. They, we, current, the river, so long as don't forget, childlike nature now or never, to have this world or have peace, have things or perceive between. Can see in every species, children playing, teasing, chasing each other. Then as we get older, the self getting bolder, the play becomes less wonder and more under the guise of domination and the clinging to fill, the self-affiliation that seems so real and sometimes overwhelm completely the childlike nature, while most times, all times, causing a war against the greater. And it's all good, it's all perfect once the self is released into all this. In the meantime, there is a good and a bad. And if there's a good, there has to be a bad. So the good is actually creating the bad. And this is happening in a recycling plant that keeps using the same story, even though it's so damn boring that even war makes more sense than being bored. Sex, drugs, rock and roll to excess, because it seems only a few of us know how to flex reality in a way that makes perfect sense to just relax. Relax with this, understanding clearly what this is. If I have strayed away from my childlike nature, truth demands a change in ways I'm not used to. Yet if the truth is felt and lived, the subtle river flowing again, the lion will lay next to me, partake in the ancient ways of new. The lion is not ignorant. The lion never thought it was doing anything wrong, and so it will become one with my peace. Our peace, this peace that always belongs here, when the peace of the self that has long been hanging onto some thread of identity is let go with nothing else to lose. It's let go because all it has really done is confused with nightmares and stomach pains, headaches, hauntings, guilt, violent plays, all in the name of truth. All the world's a stage. What play am I going to create? To hell with TV, a bunch of sports scores. To hell with the news, the psychology of never getting bored. To hell with wanting to be accepted by those who think they're cool, by doing things to themselves that just make them tools that get rusty and break down again, doing things that take energy away. What is it exactly that makes one so afraid, still stuck in the identity of good and sin, or just standing at that while trying to hold on to a this? To hell with hell, because it doesn't have to exist anymore. How about just letting go of all the bullshit that makes this life heavy and muddled and fearful and subtle? The subtle things that are keeping me from being free to create and speak from my childlike nature, wonder of wonders. Why not now, rather than later, take this lover of lovers as this experience and all that is? Because it's okay, it's finally okay. There's some kinks that need to be worked out. Yet it's okay now. The anger and this need so deep to make everything perfect again because of the pain, drowning light, confusion in my friends. Family everywhere, in every eye, walking on twos, walking on fours, the pain constant knocking on my door, the torture waiting to happen again. God Almighty got to stop this Alzheimer's, lies, distance that keeps happening if I resist the truth because there's not enough people around me doing it. And it's so easy just to slip again into shallow thoughts that don't make sense, just to do something, anything to keep at bay the feeling of loneliness. And the I say, and the I roar, what about the lioness truth, this let go? That releases the child from her jaws, the child who is no longer afraid and in peace begins to walk in a way a little different from most. Makes anger look like a show of ignorance. Another ticket for the recycled cinematic adventure for the bored again and the warring kind. Almost done. Yeah. The childlike nature for real as dreams can seemingly be, seen with eyes that complement the light on the stage, a play always played. If there's no you, there's no me. Gotta let go of this clinging. If there's no there, there's no where. So why am I stuck on little me when true identity is found in the expanse profound? Words do little justice to what all this really is. Let's skip to the bottom. Here we go. Otherwise, it's going to recycle again until getting out of self-entanglement. Child alike cannot lie, though may be covered in various disguises, until such clothes just become heavy. And now becomes now, to give the same differently. Now is the time the birds are singing, perfect as it is. Now is the time, thank God, for the child to make a wish, and that wish into being empowered by the same difference. And a little ode to, you know who, let freedom ring, God Almighty, let freedom ring.
Oh yes, let the freedom ring. Absolutely. Man, you know, in an ideal world, I would be able to do this all night long. And also the microphone would take its damn medication. Yes. All right, Charles.
Oh,
Yes.
I guess you're right. All right. So we have a, I'm probably just going to talk real loud. We have a birthday boy who ain't here tonight, but I want to say happy birthday. The birthday of Stephen Blue. There once was a Stephen called Blue. With words he knew what to do. When he took to his song, nothing ever went wrong, and each one was golden and true. So there's another birthday tonight. Someone named Poe Edgar Allan. And in memory of him, and also because James, you inspire me.
Ah, shucks.
Ah, shucks. It's called Asking for It, James. Would you hobnob with a hobgoblin? Put out a black cat to let a dead dog in? Would you spit in the face of Drax Master Race? Racing to get your own blood someplace? So when you ask for dark words, like none we have heard, be careful what you ask for. You're asking for it.
All right.
Okay, these are some short, maybe they're related, and most likely they're not, but these are 7 poems between my pillow and my ear. They all came in 30 minutes. 2 sides to almost everything. Up and down, in and out, good and bad, left and right. What's good is right. What's left isn't bad. When I'm left, I'm sad. The mind has 2 sides. This we can show. When you're in just one, where do you go? When we're all in one mind, what do we know? Not always easy to hear. When there are only 10 voices, it's easy to hear the one. When there are only 100 voices, it's easy to hear the song. When there are 1,000 voices, it's easy to hear the choir. When there are 1,000,000 voices, it's easy to hear the cacophony. What do we hear when there are billions of voices, as there are today? If I wondered where I came from, 2 would be the answer if I was a child. 1 would be the answer if I was a man. Always would be the answer if I asked when. Ever would be the answer if I asked how long. Go figure would be the answer if I asked how. Now would be the answer if I asked why. Calculating new poems. Remember how many words there are in just the English language. I'm no mathematician, but if you calculate all the possible combinations, they would be more than we have yet thought of using. So when we think all the poems have already been written and nothing will ever be new under the sun, it may be time to calculate a new vocabulary.
Fuck yeah.
Chorus for the many and one. I'm just a bucket, a rusted bucket, an empty rusted bucket. I let rain fill it. I drink it. I think it. I live it. I give it. I'm just a bucket, a rusted bucket, an empty rusted bucket. Okay, this one's a little, it's called Sitting Like a Bird in a Cat Seat. It comes down through the top chakra with a kind of non-concentration. It comes into the head with a coolness of air like you might feel on the palms of your hands. It fills with a fullness, almost like pressure. It takes a seat and waits without waiting. Watching, it sits like a cat in grace. And when it moves, it is already gone. Don't try to be so hard. Mockery is just another form of flattery until it simply becomes a form of flaccidity. And what poet of any stature would want to be so? I wouldn't, I know. Busking. Authors with novels beg for hours and dollars. Poets with poems busk for seconds and cents. People in lazy boys languish for lifetimes. Yet words live forever like riches unspent.
All right.
One morning near Skinner's Butte Park. Scatter my ashes where everything matters, where roses grow and rivers flow, where cherry trees have grown old and young lovers recite old poems to new love. And I, in the depth of it, will hover over every and all, from the smallest of things to the greatest grown tall. And together, never alone, I will be with you like flowing, free-flowing water, cherry blossoms, and the morning's new rose.
Fuck yeah. Oh, and thanks for the dedication. Not just to me, I mean to the place in general. Thank you. Fuck yeah. Man, I don't like thinking about spreading your ashes, man. It makes me sad. God, I gotta say, that was a fucking obstacle course to get back there. So anyone who's brave enough to traverse the obstacle course to go through the poetry slot, man, I commend you, you know. I mean, I'll commend anyone who's brave enough to step on this stage. fuck. Uh-oh, it's time to wake up. Fuck, I slept in. Oh, Jesus. I wasn't asleep on stage, was I? God, I hope no one ever does that as like a performance piece. It'd be so fucking... It's already a pain in the ass to wake people up in general. If someone just like fell asleep on stage, you're like, yes, this is my piece. I call it Late for Work. All right. Hey, Will.
What?
Will.
Come on up here.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. There we go. You just need to move it like a centimeter. Take it away.
All right. Oh, love you guys so much. This is called Recovering Sick Poetry. Recovering sick poetry, cough after shivering sneeze. Not much rhymes with poetry, but my flow is how you know it's me, or my lack of flow thereof. I don't know what to dream of. Of dreaming dreams, it seemingly seems to split apart the seams, and all people need is one more dank meme to make life complete. Wouldn't that be a treat? The nirvana of looking at your brain and pressing Control-Alt-Delete. It would be quite the feat, but a depressing one to say the least. So go big or go brain dead. That's what the gods have always said, just in a different frequency. Like needing an astral speakeasy, like the knowledge is needed. As the stars have seeded, I have constantly pleaded for guidance and have only found it inside myself. Untitled. What do you write when your brain is on a trip? It's in the faraway land of great debates, it's given you the slip. One's brain can be quite the dick as much as your dick can have quite the brain. I still haven't convinced myself that I'm insane, and I suppose that's kind of a good thing, though. It's kind of a good thing, though, in its own fashion. With little resource to ration, anything rational just starts to seem like my imagination. A brain left alone to its own contemplation, imagining its eventual reanimation brought forth through light and vibration and physical sensation. Things hard to mention certainly create a lot of questions, causing a change in direction by our retrospection. All I can retrospect is my disrespect shown to those I've claimed to love. Certain reminders, drawings they left in 3-ring binders, and I could not forever run away from the dick that I was. I'd like to say that I'm not anymore, but if I couldn't tell before, just how am I better equipped now? How many things can really be more clear? It's only been a year, as Facebook so kindly reminds me. My past is never really behind me, more beside me, trying to let my failures guide me, looking for the white line, always trying to get mine. I'm aging like shitty wine. I mean, I'm getting better. The flavor's a lot more, but I still only cost $8 at the grocery store. I'm a pretty cheap date, at least in this mental state. A rather cruel twist of fate, trying not to think about how much I hurt. With death's door I flirt, the final blow I skirt. Lean down and kiss the dirt. Might as well, you will be one with it someday. Life has too many one ways to be considered all-inclusive. Instead, hard-working exclusive. But perhaps this thought is not conducive to bettering human positivity. The relativity of anything I say is pretty up for grabs. When all my bosses remind me of Mr. Krabs, I laugh because it does no good to cry. 'Tis usually better to lie, at least that's what my anxiety tells me. The fate that's befell me is not the worst, though at times I feel cursed, and I think that's my thirst for trying to better myself, which always leads to finding the darkest places of myself. Thank you guys so much.
I hope you all know, I expect books within the next, year. And there will be a pop quiz. No, there won't. There won't be a fucking pop quiz. I didn't write one out. Oh, God. This is a great night. You know, I really like it when there's so many, and there's such a variety of like new poets, old poets, blah blah blah, banter, yada yada yada. Oh, this is great though. Look at it, you guys. You guys all look at each other. Look at each other.
Tell me what to do.
That's my catchphrase. God damn it! No. This, yeah, I'll buy that one day. Anyway, Rob. Woo! Back with a vengeance. This whole thing is being an asshole. Let's see. There we go. Is it working?
Yeah.
Good. Take it away.
Do not dignify it by calling it vinyl siding. A much more appropriate architectural terminology is to refer to it as that fucking vinyl siding shit. Faded toxic strips of free market wisdom peeling off our housing stock like layers peeling off the last onion in the bag. And so it is that we are in the process of leaving really shitty archaeological ruins to future generations. Ancient civilizations the world over, from Machu Picchu to the Giza Plateau, from Göbekli Tepe to Teotihuacan, have left ambitiously beautiful ruins as a testament to their vision and tenacity. Thousands of years from now, we will be remembered for crumbling concrete, rusting steel, and vast amounts of faded plastic and styrofoam fluttering in the wind. The roving criminal gangs of mutant zombie tweakers will have little or no idea how things came to look this way or what fools and clowns preceded them. The tanning salons, doggy grooming parlors, and Chuck E. Cheese's will be toxic leach heaps still fermenting over the altar of the free market. The concrete tilt-up walls of the Targets, Walmarts, and Home Depots will serve as tacky fortresses, protecting their occupants from the stunted cretins groveling for their existence on the outside. Amid it all will be the never-ending river of time. The biodiversity will return to at least obscure the piles of polystyrene, vinyl, and formaldehyde. Eons of rainfall and UV radiation will finally break down even the most persistent carbon-based pollutants. After millions of years of geological processes, enough of the carbon that we nonchalantly spewed into the atmosphere will be resequestered back into the Earth's crust, and we will finally have the long-delayed ice age that we were warned about back in the 70s. One 100,000-year cycle of glaciation will largely strip the terrain of humankind's folly, and our poor, beleaguered planet will go on with restoring the biodiversity lost in the reign of the atom-splitting monkeys. A couple summers ago, I licked my darling beloved's pussy while peaking on 175 micrograms of LSD. Now, nonchalantly stringing together the words "oh, my, and God" doesn't hold a candle, doesn't do anything to express what this experience meant to me. The glorious sunshine of her sweetness was a swirling vortex, pulling me tongue first into the haunted labyrinthine catacomb of womankind. Untold millennia, countless women's lives, making love, giving birth, getting fucked, giving birth, being raped, giving birth, countless different means of attraction, seduction, persuasion, coercion, and force, all resulting in yet another member of our species having to be forced down the birth canal. Against all odds, amid pain unimaginable by anything with a dick, and yet our species endures and thrives. We all have that glorious, glistening, sweet, darling pussy to thank for it. Now, this may be a monologue about sex and drugs, but there was absolutely no rock and roll anywhere to be found. Spending 6 hours lying in an old-growth forest meadow covered with sorrel, when not gazing at the mossy, outstretched arms of the forest canopy, I was adrift on the silent ocean of incomprehensibly convoluted thought forms, constantly influenced by entangled arms and legs and explorationally tactile palms of hands. Gathering me in, holding me close, I was sheltered by outstretched mossy arms, nurtured by warm fleshy limbs, legs and limbs, arms and branches, tangled, entwined, and twangulated, nurtured, caressed, embraced, and enchanted by Mother Gaia and my darling, delicious Debbie. I can assure you, I will never be the same.
I was gonna throw this out there, but fuck this microphone.
Yeah.
Man, that was awesome. When's my book coming? When are you gonna make a book?
About 3 months.
3 months? God damn it, yeah. There needs to be a whole library. You guys are brilliant. And that was fucking great. I especially like the I loved it all. I don't know how to sum it up. I like hearing about mutant tweakers. You know, that's right up my alley. You know, literally behind my house. I gotta watch my back. Anyway, we got a brand new poet. His name is Milo.
Hey, Milo.
Give him your ears. What the hell is this? God, this is the Tinkerbell should be dead. Anyway, this mic is a temperamental asshole, so
Okay.
Yeah.
take it away.
Is there another mic cable?
Let me hunt that. Oh, patron St. Charles is on the job.
Hello everyone, how are you? I'm pretty high here tonight. Everybody has great words. Not from Dove or anything, just from everybody's words. Everybody's energy.
Before you start, Milo, let's go ahead and change
Sure.
the mic cable out just to see if that's the problem.
You're an angel.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do. You know.
Kind of almost did it right.
Yeah, sometimes I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
The wires
we'll
are
let that go right like that.
You sure have to travel on that thing too?
Huh? High end.
Test. Hello.
Okay.
Daniel, Shukriya, Namaste.
Maybe that'll do it. All right, all yours.
Okay.
I've been working on a number of books. I've done numerous things around the world, from writing, recording, performing music with a number of bands I had during the 80s and 90s to in the fashion industry and all kinds of different things, and even did a stint smuggling drugs out of Amsterdam for a while in Europe. Regardless, though, I found myself now, last few years, writing for different marijuana magazines, and then that propelled me to the arena of speaking, and then I took a bit more acid and started writing books. So that's what brought me here. I'm never prepared, but I asked my Guruji to be with me. This is an excerpt from this one book called Of Dragon's Last Dreams, Sleep Kings of Satan. Montezuma walks while Romans talk in halls, blood on stone. Carry me north winds, cold as Arctic glass, kiss the Pacific crest, the sunrise. Carry the sound of geese in form, flying above, past and beyond. Wake me not, I sleep no longer in fields of red blossoms, dreams. For I walked away a free man, no longer a slave to the machines of time. Now I cannot sleep. Each night I lie awake listening. Voices come from mushrooms, come from God, her vision she shares. Nectars of gods we drink, dragons fly away with every thought we think. Watching angels fall, taken away into the deep of Hades' cold, dark mines. Walmart slave shopping till midnight, nobody cared, when it was American-made canary in a gold mine. Passion pools collected from the rains of heart, last night desires broken. They grow like Irish moss on withered vines. In afternoon sunlight they come to gather and dance. Fear not, no magic charms, nor leprechaun's foot, nor gambler's dice will stop the voices calling me awake. Forever doomed to never sleep, look now, cast your eyes into the fire's flames. Soft pink and emerald smile back at thee. Look who's in the room of mirrors, your surprise is waiting, but first ask any questions, she'll answer back to thee. Like the Winchester Mystery House, your curse most obvious will work through night. You'll be my slave to write and write and write. And with that, Ikea strolled off into the shadows out of campsite. You could hear his steps crunch on the frozen grass, small echoes finally drifting off in the distance as he fell to sleep under the blanket of starry mushrooms. Happily, he figured out it was Coralie's, the witch of Coos, her calico eyes peering into him as he woke. He knew she brought him to, through a lazy spell, a cheap trick of the craft Ikea's was quite familiar with. Looking directly at her, he mouthed her, giving her that look, oh yeah, baby, you were the king's whore. Now look at you, the world ate you up equal to all your resentments, jealousies, and hatreds. You were once so beautiful, your name Coralie's, everyone knew of your beauties, but now look at what you've done to yourself. What kind of stunt is this pulling me up from my sleep? I was joining the ranks of Hercules' armies, but no, you called me here. He screamed with the shrill of 10 owls, where is the queen and what did you do to the king? She turned and slapped him. How dare you, she pounded into him. How fucking dare you even come close to what I've been through? And with that, she vanished, leaving Ikeus alone in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in his dream.
All right.
I turn to dust and see your face to rise above a world beneath. Glory be to kingdom come. Hark the herald angels sing. In common we meet, sheltered by light. Angels adore her, queen of the sacred heart. You are not the shadow of what appears to be, metamorphic depths and oceans of tranquility. Neon life of altered states, a glowworm in a casket sealed by date. No one's armies turn their face as destiny wills turns karmic fate. Walk along a castle, be king, born into a station in life. Robes one day will fit a crown most suitable. A king must be the son of a king, fit well the suit of armor. Thank you. A grape hanging from vine, exalting joy from the last of summer's sun, where blindness and light become one. Walk on further, loud as the exploding sun upon birth, we enter this firmament. Counting bees for honey, look to the flowers. I'm a pond surrounded by draping willows, old as the spring here. Memories of life, a spectacle of journey. At once, alas, find the place compass set us to. Love foundation of home, anywhere we be.
All right.
Time drips out from a pinprick hole the size of a meteor from the tip of my finger. Counting wars around the world, counting bodies on the streets. Mother of pearl, queen of Neptune, Bolivian rockets, and a bloody nose. Harsh lamplight, I hear jazz in the city. Spanish Harlem strung out like clothes on the line. And it's morning, cold morning tonight. They found him sitting up in the library yesterday. He was dead for some time. Nobody noticed, and so what? I love the rain. It's raining now. Don't let the weatherman fool you. The castaway caught with a hand in the killing jar. It's a dark morning tonight, and it's just another peep show. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. There's so much. I just.
Well, you got 2 minutes.
Okay. Actually, I'm fine unless you folks really want to hear something,
Yeah,
You know,
Go for it.
Nice stuff.
okay, this is one. I'm working on some forwards to some books. This Nepalese writer asked me to recently do a forward to his book, and he translated from Nepalese to English, and it lost a lot in translation, as you know, with colloquialisms and expressions. So, upon doing the forward, I was committed to correct it, as well as doing another forward to another one. It's an honor because I don't even have books out yet. Inside out, we as poets become the truth of our expressions for all the world to see, to read, to inspire. It's about enough, I think, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, that was beautiful. You know, it makes me happy. I'm glad you're writing books. You know, it sounds like you've had a very interesting life. You know, life in general is pretty interesting. Well, except for the beginning of life. That was pretty dull. There's just like one cell. And it's like, hey, I'm gonna have sex. And sex was really boring. It was like the opposite of sex. It was like, oh, I'm one cell. Now I'm 2 cells. Now I'm 4 cells. Fuck that. That's not sex. That's like a reverse orgy where everyone leaves. It's like they all show up. They're all back to back. And they just walk out. Beautiful. I hope you come back next week. I want all you. You know what? All you new poets. There's always room in this back room. Yeah, that's redundant. Whoa, reverb. Pay no attention to the man behind the broken microphone. Man, where has this mic been in butts? Jeez. Yes. Ugh. God, I'll make sure to bring fucking alcohol wipe next time. I know, that's inappropriate. Chris! Yes. That's me. Yes. You know what? Maybe I'll just make it go a little bit too tall.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you. Take it away!
Oh, awesome. Here we go. This is fortuitous. This poem, this series of, this poem is super forethought out poem. It's called Feelings. I often feel more invested in everything than everyone else. Sometimes I feel like I need to be assassinated. One feels most alive and fuckable after exercise. Thank you, that's it. When I'm by myself, there's more love from me than for me. When I screen my mother's midday phone call, when I'm late on my rent again, I feel there's more love for me than from me. It's just, geez, what a happy poem. And here we go. This has got a cool title. Glenn Beck as political activist, as political scientist. Glenn Beck as political scientist, or this one is just mean. Political science seems like it could mean the science of what we should do as a group. Is anyone else frightened by this gloss? I prefer books without their author on front and back. Is this too much to ask? Can we please not buy this shit? Can we just try not to, you lazy pieces of shit? It's mean, yeah. Okay. Another really happy one called Animals Domesticated. Spare some sadness for the pet of your best friend. Spare some sadness for the best friend of your pet. Sorry, there's a typo there, but that's what it means. Think about it. Yeah. Pet. Okay. This one's called Cars and Roads. Oh, I have a lot of poems. Here we go. That the road should exist in this way. We know what way. Roads so strange that anyone should wish them to exist. That anyone ever thought that cars were a good idea. That anyone should have ever wanted a car. We have failed. Somewhere we have failed. What overwhelmed us? Sorry. Yeah, it's more preachy. What overwhelmed us? To what did we succumb? Oh God. That was a deep thought. This one's got another deep thought. It's called Fair's Fair. Fair is fair. Fair means beautiful. Fair is beautiful. Fairness is beautiful. Fair is fair. Yeah, that's it. Oh my God. This one's called, this one's on politics, or it's called Deal With It. Thinking and talking correctly are best for me, are the easiest things to do. Therefore, in other words, shut up, old man, and learn how to think. It's about politics. My God. James, how much time do I have? Oh, never mind. You're not,
How much time?
I thought you were a machine for a second. This one's about.
Dude, you're great on time.
Okay. Okay.
You got like 5 minutes. 4 minutes.
Oh, I thought I was in like the home stretch. I am now. Okay. Unfortunately, this one's called Unfortunately. Oops. Philosophy and religion are for old people. Young people should be busy fucking. Okay. Though life is indeed long, and my mind and body have gained new and wondrous powers, my inner awareness has not aged a day. This is called like Eureka or fucking Nirvana. I think that's the name of that poem. Yeah. So this one's called this one's called Chant. It's good to put on headphones and live dramatically. Let notes, beats, and phrases enchant qualitatively, enchant with new qualities. Let music enchant the mundane things you see. Let these words ring ominous. Let your life be enchanted. That's not what I was thinking. Seriously, I hope I sound more fucking. I hope it's happier than I feel dire for some reason. Okay, this one's called Gender Trouble, and it's more like it's crazy. So we are told, me and the boys are told to discourage gender roles. Not women in kitchens, not girl acting girly. In this way, we are raised to hate women. An anti-chivalrous chivalry. It's undone me. I hate my mother for loving me. I hated my girlfriend for wanting her free. Just list the things that women aren't to be used for. There's a meta poem at the end there, so deal with it. James. That's it. Thank you very much.
Yes, a lovely smorgasbord. You know, I wish I wrote that much. God. So, man, how many poets do we have left? Yeah, that many. Hey, Craig! Come on up here.
All right, thank you. So I'm going to try to bring you all down now after this all humor. So I don't want people to think that I'm like depressed all the time and miserable. I'm actually a pretty happy guy, but for some reason I feel I need to like come in and share my suffering here, which is, I don't know. I think it's cool. I do music, and actually started coming here the first time because I thought it was I've got a bunch of songs going. And I thought it just said open mic. I'm like, cool, and I came and I was like, oh, this is poetry, and then I really liked it, and so kept coming, and this has been awesome, and you guys are amazing. So this is just a really short poem about depression. I went through some depression for quite a while when I was younger. Did counseling and meds and all that stuff. And I just went through a little bit of it, maybe just like for a week, and it wasn't super bad, but it was like, damn, this sucks. Like I remember even a little bit depression can be pretty heavy. So anyway, this is called Wicked Foe. And this is me talking to the depression, by the way. What are you doing here? I thought I was done with you. Why do you want to drag me down? Can you really take everything from me just like that? My passion, my drive, my creativity, vanished into thin air like it wasn't even there. Oh man, you don't know what you got till it's gone. You are a wicked foe, silent and invisible, like a thief in the night robbing me blind in the blink of an eye. This is a spiritual ambush. You fight dirty. I tell you to go to hell, but I think that's where you're from. I'm grasping for air, fighting to stay afloat, and you've got one wretched hand around my ankle, pulling me under ever so slowly. And there's no bottom to this ocean. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. Thank you so much. So last time I came here, James said, I want your CD. And so I made a CD of demos for James, which is here. And this has got all the happy stuff on it.
Hey, where's your...
It's on the CD.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you have a nice signature.
Thank you.
God, this is badass. Fuck yeah. Man, look at So, I did the math, and I'm not going to tell you guys how many performers there are, but it's less than 100, and it's definitely more than 2. Oh man! But I will say this: we're at the halfway point, so stand up, get up. Good. I would say stand up for your rights, but I believe that that song is owned by like some company, some big corporation, maybe Viacom or something. Viacom owns everything. Stretch it out. Maybe do some of these. Do the fusion dance. All right, sit back down. It's showtime. Yes, leisurely. Yes. Get nice and comfy. Not too comfortable. All right. Song me. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome, James.
Man, this is so cool. I hope by the end of the year I have a whole collection. All right.
Right now, I'm having some time with eating 10 peppercorns. It's so spicy that I have drank some lemon juice with a lot of water added, still burning. Water with some cold snap medicine Just one of them. Turmeric too. I've got goldy fingers. More lemon sounds good. This time I bite into it. About lemon. Are you ready, Jeremy?
Ready.
But this yellow squish, juicy, thin-skinned fruit will help me. This is real. At 1 p.m. in the near past, I started to sneeze. That's why a few hours later, I started eating lemon, peppercorns, turmeric, everything. And it's working. Well, I have worked so fast in 6 hours. But actually, as I ate the lemon, it started working in 30 minutes. And I didn't have a cold anymore. And just rest, and you will do it. I know it's not poetry, but I want to share. If you have ever cold, eat this mild lemon. It's not as sour as you think. Mild lemon with thin skin. Eat it. Can I eat it?
You're hardcore. I couldn't do that.
No, eat it. It's not this sour. Come on.
It's a mild lemon. It's
a mild lemon. And don't worry about the drug. Citrus Gilsberg. It's not as sweet.
Kind of sour.
See, it's good. It's not as bad.
It's like a giant kumquat, which is to say it's a lemon.
Don't forget to eat.
All right, don't let me steal
Don't
your
forget to
eye.
eat the peppercorns too. Put in your mouth. Garlics, and you're not gonna go through 3 days of all this coughing and feeling miserable. It's a magic thing. And thank you. And so that the power of nature herb and citrus really shocks me. It was really magic. But magic is actually brought from the nature. Yes. We have to use the magic. It's gonna heal us. I'm not sure what we can do and what else we cannot do because we're so powerful. Everything is powerful to let us know that we're really powerful. Coexist. January, 9:40 a.m. Let's not go to that way. It's too narrow and crazy. Tangly bush will cut you. I must go that way. I wasn't and smart enough for what I love to do the most. Dozens of times, thorns, poisonous, venomous thorns grabbed me and caught me with hooked clawed, sharp edges. Here I am. I am inside out, my warm, God-given blood as my shield. There I go, running through the beauty of thistles. I'm close, yet never get touched. 18th, 8:44 p.m. Therefore, no happiness. This is what it's called. All things are in order to thrive for the better. Microorganisms, insects, to small animals know what to do, seem to have purposes and eager to finish. For I, in my position, am totally opposite from the sacred well-beings like ants. I sit and think a lot of therefore no happiness. Busy, hustling ants lays me. The ant clan is so busy that there's no worries and time for even knowledge what happiness is. They're just all about working, gathering food, taking care of the eggs, and building new homes. So fast, strong, and smart. I think it's either having a lot of thoughts and therefore no happiness, or be an ant. No time for no happiness. I like ants. I think that's about it. there's other stuff that I got fired, I got hired, but I didn't want to. But I got fired, I got hired, fired, got hired, hired. Life. So fun. Yeah. It's always new. Get new jobs, it's all new again. Thank you.
Thank you. Man. You made me part of like a tiny bite of lemon on stage. That was intense. That poetry was intense, but that was like
G.G. Allen, man.
No, it wasn't. G.G. Allen would have been more like this. Would have been like, ugh, I gotta cut my face. Yeah, that's G.G. Allen right there. He's like, yeah, I'm fucking not punk rock. I'm just want to bring horror back to rock and roll. I want to bring the fear back into rock and roll. I'm gonna kill myself. That was G.G. Allen. He'd say that at like all of his shows. And guess what? Yeah, no. G.G. Allen was not punk rock. He was just trying to be traditional rock and roll. And honestly, like, I don't know. I mean, watching his videos, I'm kind of glad I didn't go to his shows. They seemed scary. Like he would have been like him. He'd be like, yeah, well, you know. G.G. Allen was a scary motherfucker. This is not G.G. Allen. This is page 2 poetry. This is more like, if anything, I just want to hug my performers. I just want to wrap my arms around them and be like, you guys are so great. You guys inspired me. But if I was G.G. Allen, I would be dead. Andrew! Give me a big hug. Yeah, you tall bastard, take it away. We've been friends since I was fucking like 12. I love this guy.
Yeah. Should I trust this microphone?
No.
I should not trust this microphone. No, I can't.
Don't trust the microphone.
Because I would yell.
I don't know where that thing's been. Just take it away.
The only sanity one ever knows is one's own. So comes the appeal as a plea from the individual. Forgive me, my sanity. 'Tis the only sanity I have ever known. In the heart of your sanity, please just forgive me mine. And this first individual is given a testament as a newborn. The parents, aunts, uncles, doctors come certifying, some merely obliging the new sane person, just like them, 10 fingers, 10 toes. And off the sane little babies go with all of those other perfectly sane parents taking them home. And these parents are perfectly sane, so there isn't any fighting or any lots and lots of fighting, because this would implicate the parents who are still children, implicating their parents who are still children, implicating their parents who are still children, implicating their parents, and all of the children and the parents are sane. At least that is what they like to tell one another. And anyone who denies it, they're crazy. Something is wrong with them. They have a problem. Sanity. Sanity, my dear friend, only one I have ever known. You are a symptom of a complicit agreement between a long line of people
swearing before thrones and before dynasties that if anything is wrong for any reason, it most certainly wasn't their fault. Yes, they are determined to be confident, all of them, that there is nothing wrong with them or with their families. Good old chaps through and through, from sure place, raised by sure people, all of them, sure, unwavering, don't falter. Your children might see right through you. Though that wouldn't make them any better. Individuals fighting and screaming and gnashing their teeth are condemned to be just like one another. Ooh. Someone speaks of better, someone speaks of worse. It all sounds like advertising to me. Yeah, bad advertising for a bad movie called Life. Or am I mixing it up or something, and that movie is actually the good one? Ah, well, anyways, forgive me well my mental wellness. Oh, here, hidden in the birth contract, a clause which states, handle with care. No, really. Someone forgot. People are broken all over the place. And it says, handle with care by all their broken bodies. Thank you.
Hold on.
Okay.
Got it.
Yes, we will.
How about now?
Okay. Oh man. There we go. Yeah, leave that alone.
If that doesn't do it, we'll try another mic.
Well, I don't know. This one seems good so far. Assuming it decides not to, embarrass me anymore. I guess it's all about that tonight. About.
Are we cutting out people volume?
I guess it's.
We're going for the big guns here.
Okay, big guns. Yeah. Yeah, that that microphone's going on timeout where it belongs.
And maybe the
this one seems to be being a dick too.
Oh.
Maybe someone's. What the fuck?
Oh, here. Try it now. Give it to me again.
Okay. Test. PSA. Test. Your TV's on fire. You are clearly irresponsible. Yeah, seriously, what's up with that? Throw away your TV. If you bought a TV, don't throw it away. Resell it. Go to a pawn shop.
Charles, quit fucking with
It's fucked up to begin with. I don't even know.
How is it?
The show must go on.
The show's still going on. God. Let's yell. No, you don't have to yell. Just
You got something.
we got something. Something weird.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Sorry.
It doesn't sound good. But you know what? Margaret's been waiting very patiently.
Oh, there we go.
So.
Yay, Margaret!
This is her first time reading.
Hey, Margaret.
Welcome.
And the dues I'm paying are
clearly
Sorry about
to,
that. That was
to follow Andrew.
embarrassing me. One of those nights.
What I have a bed. I have no bed. As I walk, I look for bushes that might shelter me, and I imagine crawling in among the leaves as darkness falls, pretending I could sleep there in the rain, on the cold ground. I have food. I have no food. I have wondered how hard it would be to steal bread, what I could buy that would sustain me if I had $1 or $2. A hot dog at the Circle K cost $1.59. I have friends. I am alone. If I had no medication for my mood disorder, my own particular brand of misery, if I had no money for the therapist who has taught me, would I shout in the street, unkempt and rude, watching as strangers averted their eyes? What I have on loan, and by luck. I am safe and exposed, nourished and hungry, befriended and isolated. I drink coffee all morning in a peaceful town. Bombs fall around me at night. What I have is only what you have too.
I really hope you come back. I promise the microphone will hopefully learn something. No, it won't. It's an inanimate object, but hopefully it'll stop being, so temperamental this week. God. So where is Drewski? Where is he? I saw him around. I saw him a second ago. Where did he go? Someone hunt him down. Bring him to me. Because he was wondering. Yeah. What's that thing they have where it like distorts your voice completely and you like can't talk with it? Yeah, those things are pointless. Why would they make that? There's a really easy way to get people to stop talking. It's called listening. But these people I guess in Japan they invented like basically a real life, you can mute thing that makes it difficult for people to talk. Like fucks their voice up.
Maybe a sound counselor.
Yeah, sound counselor. Mute button. Real life mute button. Except it's not much of a mute button because it still makes a sound. So Drewski, where be you? Where are you, man? You were like wandering about. He left his wallet in a really iconic place. Like that's what you do.
1, 2, and 4 ball.
God.
Maybe he got stuck in his wallet.
Don't open the wallet to find out. That seems kind of in violation or something or other. God. No. Oh, I guess I'll. Does someone look outside? Or knock on the bathroom door? Or like kick in the bathroom door? Yeah, I guess I'll do a switcheroo. Okay, grief. Save me from this awkward banter. All right, good to see you again.
Yeah, thank you.
This is your second time.
Yes, it
I
is.
think the first time was like maybe a month ago.
Yeah, it was a while.
Let me put this possibly unreliable thing. There you go.
Gracias, por favor. These flowers of romance bloom for you and me. I miss my friends, may rest in peace. Life ain't the same without you.
I miss my father, even though I never really had one. But it taught me how to manifest my own salvation through forgiveness. I miss my brother, the hero of which I wouldn't be the person I am today without him. I miss the sun, for these flowers of romance bloom for you and me. I am here for you as you are here for me, the unification that will forever blend us into the fading love for you and me. I accept you as you accept me. These flowers of romance bloom for you and me.
Love. And, it's hard to believe we're already halfway through 2016. Yeah, because we're not. It's only January. Well, I mean, don't get too ahead of your time, because otherwise you're just gonna not be on the right time at all. I mean, you can't live in March if it's fucking January. Even March, that's like month, it's like month 7 now. God, Drewski!
Wait, you went up front. You went up front. I don't know why.
Okay. Come on now. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I know January, man. It's a slippery month. Really. Come on now. I don't even watch Jeopardy. That show is so boring. I don't know what the appeal is. It's even more boring than Jeopardy? Fucking, have you ever played, like, Life the Game?
Brutal.
No, I mean, like, it's like I'd rather play Monopoly. No, I'd rather play Mega Man. Drewski, there you are. We've been waiting. I'm James.
Perfect. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Great.
This will be fun. This has been fun. It's been one of those nights to remember.
What's the time frame here? Is it a fill it or limit situation?
You get 8 minutes. You don't have to use all of it. Okay. No pressure.
Okay. And after me, there's right. So this one.
But try to speak into the mic.
Right. So this one is called Sometimes When. I just wrote it down. When you've got to etch it in your mind or set it on your skin, remember this, kids, there's only one way to win. You've got to know enough to use it or lose it and forgive and forget. The amoeba in the ocean, flowing with it, in love, with the motion, just growing shit. Tips. I do this for a living. And I am poor. Make no money ever.
That's okay.
Thanks, Thomas. But it's confidence. It's always good. But seriously, I've been doing this for a little while, on and off, as an entertaining hobby for myself. I'm looking forward to taking it a little bit more seriously. Like, my grandma's cottage is kind of in Eminem's cottage's backyard. Like, I need to start making moves, I had something else I was going to say, but, like, what? This mic's kind of finicky, right?
Yeah, the microphone.
Like, I'll go a cappella. Forget it. 8 miles, that was supposed to be more dramatic. Like,
Hey, be nice with the microphone. It's a piece
I'm
of
gonna
shit.
not drop it.
Thank
now.
you. It's not even mine.
Can you hear me in the back?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Here, hold on. Just step over the cord for a second. Let me just put this.
like a jump. So 8 minutes starting when?
No, it already started.
Oh, okay.
It started when you started reading. Yeah.
So how many? What do we?
You got
I'm
6 minutes.
gonna hurry.
I'm from the Midwest. I've got no big city to back me. I like hiking, camping, and generally backpacking, but that doesn't mean some punk from downtown can out-rap me with bullshit lyrics and sad attempts at sack snatching. Because I've got a firm grip on the balls in my court, courting women, living life, and loving for sport. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here, of course, because it's time. It's time to climb society like the mountain of ladders it is. Time to fly on by hiking up with a saddle full of this, right here. Hot air, rising up as fountains of youth splatter. It's like a kiss from an angel. This matter will hiss from volcanoes. This is just more rope to dangle in. Tangling up, to struggle, to strangle. It's rope to hang yourself from. Terrifying and exciting. It's a worthwhile goal. Sentiment without action is the ruin of the soul. That's a direct quote from Edward Abbey. Sentiment without action is the ruin of the soul. Clarifying and enlightening, he from truth stole. Edward Abbey wrote those words, and they show what you know about how to prime your soul with the innocence this truth stole. Gather up yourselves. We've got places to go. We've got parties to throw, to break down the ego and toss it to and fro, creating soul compost from which knowledge will grow. Know this because it's history in full motion, passion, feeding power, fueled by love and devotion. It's the village on the hill, and it's the silly. It's the village. It's the silly little village in the ocean. I see the exposed belly of original sin now, Chauvin. So sidestep the system embedded within and part with yourself as you release and admit. Hiding behind our wealth, we fail to commit, and there's no path to peace and no way to find it. We can't see the least bit, the glass ceiling too thick. The only way to escape seems to be to grind it. But it doesn't exist. We were just taught that it did. Just don't teach the kids. But know this. It's time to climb society like the mountain of ladders it is, towering over our kids. Supporting all the faulty wishes which our children fail to grip as they slip and slide on all the slimy lies implied by the lines inside our most misleading advertisement. At least 95% true, with a little bit of voodoo to throw off the sentiment, genuine sentiment thrown down by salesmen who represent men set in their way as though it's slow-dried cement. Oh God, in heaven, when will it be here again? With the death of all salesmen? Nothing against them. One of which I was back then, and I still am. Just the salesperson in them I find I cannot befriend. And I just gotta say, I hate hearing rap about all the crap rappers bought with the cash from pants whose pockets they tap. I just want to hear a hipster hop about his humility, something so much more important than clout or ability. Tell me all about your positive stout productivity, and what have you done to hurt the hope drought in your city? Because boasting and promoting your vices is shameful. Staking claims in gang warfare, taking more lives, so painful. Faking lies, gun-toting, throwing crap skies is disdainful, and life is no dream, but dream like king for the contents of cradles. Just dream like king for the contents of cradles. How are we doing on time?
You got 2 minutes.
Yeah. 2 minutes, that's good, okay.
This is great.
Take me back to the Garden of Eden. Just give me a little place where I can plant my seed and watch it grow. Because don't you know it's a hell of a show to watch a seed live and die. From the earth to the sky, from dirt to dust, from dawn till dusk and back again, my friend. From dawn till dusk and back again, my
Home is the vagina, but I roam where I want to get my food from down next door. I smoke marijuana as I pull a Benihana with it's fast and Toronto from Bangalore. I gotta get more decor. Oh my social, but you want more big bad, so sad I killed your dad and you got mad. But my words tickle your ears, they spread far and near. And you hear them right here, right now, somehow, fat cow. Oh, wow. I go to smoke a lonely cigarette. Think about what I've done, said. Think about what I regret. Think about the things we did and what we haven't done yet. Think about the fun of staring at the sun as two become one, sowing the seeds to replace my firstborn son. Dare I touch the stars? You know they're destined to leave scars, just as fame breeds prison bars. The limelight boils one from afar. The body soupy tar to be bottled up in jars and served to the masses, rich as molasses. They teach this in classes, professors with Lenin's glasses. They try to teach you as your life it slowly passes. Try to spark a blue flame fire underneath your fatty acids, because I'll flip your lid to back when you were a kid in the days of Tweety Bird with rhymes you've never fucking heard. I'll melt your mind with a single word. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Holy shit, we're atrocious. Oh my God, you're my hypnosis. Lord knows, you know that's atrocious. Because this is what I do when I'm bored. Eat too much. I haven't been touched once in this love and stuff and stuff. Experience the pain for the first time. Afraid to wake up to a missed out.
What are you doing?
Come to addiction like you could have predicted. You know you're a genius.
Layers, man, layers.
Your mind is this twisted. Simple laces on simple shoes for a simple man with simple moves.
This is
love you do. You know you do too.
All right. Leave the shorts on. I don't want to see anything else. Okay. That was entertaining.
That's the idea. That's fun.
That was fun.
Let me put my pants on. One leg at a time. Probably.
No, this is fun. This is a good time, man. You know, I mean, it's okay to change backstage. You know. Man. That's funny. It is funny. It is burning sage. I was gonna say. I like the smell. I like the smell of burning sage. I also like the kind of sage you can like put on food. You know, like purple sage. You can make a good tea. White sage is good for it too. Sage is healthy. Some rosemary. So here we are. We have made it to the poetocalypse. Yes, it's true. The show's going to end in 4 poets. I know. We'll have to wait another week. Another week. Yes. But at this time, I would like to collect donations. I am attempting to make a horror movie. So far, it has like a budget of like $5. I've done a lot with that $5. You actually can do a lot with like a $5 budget for a movie, believe it or not. You just have to already have equipment. But anyway, they're all optional. But I'm gonna put this hat somewhere. Then put in whatever you want. Just don't take a dump in it or pee in it or put blood in it or spit in it. Basic rules. Rules that don't need to be explained. God, the crowd is thinning. Yeah. Penny pinchers. I don't know. This is a good night. This is a great night. Can I get a collective fuck yeah on that?
Fuck yeah!
You know, despite the temperamental fucking sound equipment, you know what? The best sound equipment comes from here. The diaphragm. The diaphragm. So, Eric! Come on up here! The first of the 4 poets of the Poetocalypse! It has been a night of awkward banter. I need you performers, god damn it! I love you guys! Take it away.
Inspirational, James. Always inspirational. So I'm going to do something that's a little lame. I'm actually going to do a poem that I did last week. It's a suite of poems. It's called Toilets in Motion. The reason why I'm doing them again isn't because, you know, they're particularly my favorite poem. My favorite poem was actually the Zordon poem I did about the death of poetry. But this poem, I'm doing it again because actually the recording went out like halfway through, and I have like friends who, you know, I'd like to see it. So if you can bear with me, I'm just gonna run through it again. So Toilets in Motion, Part 1, The Cusp of the Maelstrom. This poem is for Spiral, and all poets in exile. So mainly it's just for Spiral. But before I can begin, I find I must confess, the banishment of Spiral has left me jealous. Just the very thought of it burdens me with duress. For months I tried in vain to be booted. So many terrible things I eluded. A man who rapes himself will get me banned, I brooded. I gave it a try, and to my dismay, it went over well, and now I'm here today. Childish envy fills me that you would remove him, for something as boring as sex undiluted. Yeah, boring. So part 2, Spiral into Madness. Wild Spiral spewed his bile, left us riled, he defiled our once mild poetry experience, defiled our virgin ears. His words are so vile, they'd strip a smile straight off a sententious fool's face, like he'd been done face first in lie, all good expression erased. The autistic curse Spiral, heteronormative sex presented plain, offers no introspection. It's so offensive it causes pain, mainly talk of erections. It's certainly not poetry, so you'd think that he'd fit right in. But the poem Spiral wrote, it possesses no soul. It's at the kindergarten level of shapes that fit in holes. With his words we'd been blighted, but we mustered and united and excised the troll and burned the body and forgot about it, and every wrong was righted. Stillness of the water, lament. The poor bastard Spiral, I've thought on his exile, and how he'd been stifled. Why is he reviled? Ask me why I'll say that his style lacks guile. Spiral needs to dial it down. He needs to dial a suicide hotline after that cry for help. Spiral's poetic plight, I found it distressing. His search for true love, I find it depressing. I fear he will never find his monogamous wife-life mate or acceptance, and it's all your fault.
Yeah!
But it's okay to make somebody disappear, should they say something you don't want to hear.
Boo! Go away!
Now, I do have a new poem. This is called Winter Wonder Why. I saw the special snowflakes flutter gently to the ground. They danced throughout the sky unique and formed many special mounds. I walked across that snowy ground and found that they had common ground. They're all fucking useless. Yes, you can be special, but try not to be a nuisance.
Okay, next week let's not talk about Spiral.
No.
That happened 3 weeks ago. But seriously, I'm glad you did that again. I didn't know you didn't get on the feed with that poem.
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with that?
Very distasteful.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It was even funnier. It was like there are all the things we'd missed. I know one thing I'm not going to miss. And you guys know it too. It's this thing! I'm not gonna miss this microphone. See, look, inconsistent, you know? It's like when I try and make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and all I have are rocks. Fucking garbage. Anyway, one of our poets is leaving. It's his last week here. So, Cal, come on up and do whatever the hell it is you're going to do. I'm excited, and you should be too.
Okay, so on the topic of Spyro. I am a heteroflexible, polytheistic man-child in search of nothing. And though I still follow this dangly thing around like a fucking divining rod, I have found my never-ending fountain of love. And this time, it is not in my prostate. Holy shit. Okay, this is a series of haikus on Andrew's kick. They're based on every drug that I've experimented with. Yeah. Mushrooms take me back to the parts of the earth that like to get me high. Ketamine was fun. Tried it once at a party. Everything slowed down. Marijuana, yay. Let's sit here, get stoned all day. Pass me the Cheetos. I don't like cocaine. The only real effect is I want more cocaine. Baby laxative. Most cocaine is cut with it. Enjoy the runs, bro. Molly melts your brain. My serotonin levels will never come back. Yeah, that one's kind of sad. Nostrils stuffed with junk. I question why they did it. Question why they're dead. Oh, that one's sad too. LSD is great, but do not abuse Lucy. She is sensitive. Adderall is salt. We give salt to our children. Watch them run around. Meth Molly combo. I could fuck for hours on end, but can't get it up. Fuck you, alcohol. Please give back my teenage years. You made me waste them. Nicotine, my love. Pass the time at shitty jobs. One day you'll kill me. I've tried research chems. Ooh, look at the pretty lights. Shit, wait, where am I? Have you ever done sleeping pills and then tried to stay awake and fuck? Oh, liquid morphine. The doctors thought I would not wake up, but I did. I smoked crack one time. It was an honest mistake. Bowl passed, bowl received. Inhale, then exhale. Wonder what the fuck that was. Beat his junky face. Sass is just poor man's Molly. It takes a lot to even affect me. Caffeine is a drug. It is my one true heroin. That's why I come here. If anyone has any ether laying about, I'd like to try it. That's just a haiku, I swear.
Oh, really?
If Hunter S. taught me anything, try it all and buy lots of guns. All right, this is I don't know if you guys have ever been in an extracurricular class, but it's basically the class where they stick all the dumbass kids and jocks to do your work from the other classes so you don't get in trouble for not doing your work. It's really redundant. The mantra of our high school extracurricular class teacher was, "Bottle it." That pot-bellied football coach had no idea that he was creating a violent chamber in my mind. He hadn't the slightest notion that when I could no longer afford my competitive fighting lessons, my outlets would become self-deprecation, drinking, toxic relationships, and underground bare-knuckle boxing. Do I blame Coach? Of course I do. Who the fuck tells repressed students to bottle their emotions? That was a little serious. So as James said, yeah, I'm going home. And this is why. She is so far out of my league, we're not even playing the same game. I stopped trying to keep up with her before I was 17, and still feel the same way I did when I was the class reject stoner. Stronger than I ever will be, she endures things you couldn't imagine. From having her innocence torn apart before she kissed her first boy, to her strict traditional background, an impersonal feeling between siblings, focusing every ounce of energy and every waking moment on a future, a parry for every jab of self-reflection, all to make it through one's own thoughts. The breakdowns are getting less frequent for both of us, and I start to think maybe we're ready. All right, James, time?
Fuck it.
Fuck it, okay.
Dude, we're at the end. I don't. You know?
Okay, why not? My life is what happens when disaster and serendipity meet. Chaotic harmony, like jazz beatboxing over a barely audible loudspeaker. Years of turmoil and wreckage leading up to one paradoxical truth. I am me, but I am not me. I've accepted that mine is a cliche love story, and I've accepted the beauty within that cliche. Me is delighted with the fairy tale I've managed to enact for him through our attempts at love. The psychotic, manipulative ex who is likely still stalking me. The empowered best friend / love interest / savior. The erudite fling of childish remembrance that woke me up from boyhood. Thank you for that, Nishay. I'll even thank Casey. Both of you helped lead me to this defining moment of realization. I want to spend the rest of my life with my best friend. I'm not a little boy anymore, and I can finally accept that she's not the little girl I first fell in love with. She's a woman who I still love and care about more deeply than anything on this planet. And whether or not my ex is still stalking me, whether or not my debts have collected enough to equate to jail time, whether or not she and I are even compatible, I'm ready to come home.
All right.
And all right, here's just some things I want to say about you guys because I love you. Josh, our calm-tempered overlord, might have had a Yankee followed by another Yankee. On my deathbed, will you intravenously caffeinate me? Your passion for coffee beans drives me to a junkie's gleam, so please brew another one for me. Ruthie, your espresso pastries are fucking divine, and I appreciate every second of time you give to this place. If I ever need a baker, you will be mine. Charles, God, Charles, there will forever be a part of you within Cush and within me. You are the patron saint of poets, and I owe a large portion of what little confidence I have in my work to you. Also a good amount of my sanity, as you've saved me from isolation on more than one occasion. The sad sack is leaving, but shall return a proud man of love. James, your enthusiasm drives this event, and I don't give a fuck what you think of your own work. I'm going to come back when I'm rich, buy all of your books, trade them for cocaine, buy new copies, and blow a line off of every page in celebration. Andrew, you ginger giant of grating grandeur, backstabbing Buddha blatantly. Here's a haiku just for you. Holy shit, that hair. So big I could live in it. How much is the rent? Chris, you lovely deformed worm with wings. Oh, sweet Chris. Your words are wrought with joy and bliss. I wish on Gandhi's dick for you to know you're talented and you're better than you think you are. Eric, your poetry is more abrasive than a toothy, dry-mouthed blowjob from a mountain lion. Your comedic anecdotes are like using Bible quotes to make cancer jokes. You've made me cringe more than a yellow, crusty, yeast-infested minge or the dead hooker I left for too long in the fridge. Keep it up, you silly fucker. Sanming, something about heartstrings? Pitter, patter, blither, lather. You've turned my words to mush since you first heard of Cush.
Not me.
I know.
Sorry.
And this one's about a mystery girl. I don't know her name, but she read the first time I came here. Sorry. One of the first poems of yours I heard damn near brought me to tears. Heartbroken, I wanted to tell you how touched I was, how much I related to what was said. Like most women, you walked briskly past and did not know me. I still cannot recall your name. Sorry. And I'm out.
All right. Oh, man. See, I know I kind of opened up a can of worms. But, you know, I feel like one of the only occasions where I'll probably drop my rules is if someone's leaving and not coming back. That's like a, you know, it's like that finale thing. But, you know, I might as well say, fuck it anyway. We're good on time. So, Karen, you have been waiting patiently for a very long time. Come on! Our penultimate poet. So you might want to speak up.
I'll try.
Master of Improv.
Yes. Last week I came back after a hiatus. Kind of a hiatus, I guess. Anyway, thank you. I'm afraid I.
James.
Is it St. Keith? The god that just. I'm sorry? The god that just read? Cal. Yeah, that's awesome. Everyone was awesome tonight. So what I'm going to do is what I do pretty damn well is improv. My words, my heart, my speech. In Tempest, where the winds of wandering go dancing through my variable mind, the light like cloaks instill the breath of me. I cannot see my pen, I cannot touch the sky, and yet with every finger of light that dances before me, I see you. There is no me and there is no you. There is something so inclusive of this state. It seems that if I could take the floor beneath and transfer it to the sky, I would walk forever barefoot until There is nothing. The sculpture of my mind is like a lady who sits combing her black skinned hair, watching the night as it envelops her in some luxurious memory. I see her as she ventures her leg forward, fishnet stockings of wonder, the parables of light, the particles of being dance through every pore of her black nylon. And then I see the transparency of conditions that I can't seem to name tonight. And it seems that if I could, I would not be here. I cannot get away from the eye. I wish I could. I wish there was one wish that, like that, I could disappear. And like the cup upon this table, I could drink the depths of my heart and watch you here. You're very beautiful until the grace of time should pass and my eyes turn to glass again. Until I part this world into a very neatly folded box and send it across the sea. Where will I be? I get away from this ghost, says I. Step aside from who you think you are by virtue of some voice that comes inside and transpires into something other than what you see. Illusion, who are you? I am not here. So how can I exist? What is this I? What is this I that I speak of? There is no I, there is no me. Transpired to greatness, and through that greatness of nothingness, exceed the words that can extend beyond the imagination of what you are thinking. This is not just this form in front of a statue who bends and bows like a reed in a valley. This is just a vehicle for you to watch as you walk by. And maybe right now, I realize there isn't anything. Everything is anything and nothing is everything. And I'm not you.
Drop my phone. God damn. When's your next book coming out? You're brilliant.
I'm not you.
But seriously, man, this has been a great night. A memorable night. You know, It amazes me, the talented people in this town. So, we have made it to our final destination, and that is Destination Jacob. Ah, yes, you're good. Running start. Which turn is it? No, careful, careful. Just and if you haven't caught on to the theme of tonight, the theme is this microphone's an asshole. So
I think
you
you just
take
have
it away.
to talk a little bit quieter. Then it won't get so overwhelmed. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that some people stayed to listen. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Joab, I made a mess on a Ned. Me now kin I move many. Made a mess. Woo. Chick. Really? A family that writes together. Ooh. Just a minute. Ayo, what out? Eating everything raw? Oh yeah. Potatoes are hard and raw, or what now, so it goes. Mayor's office. Yes, Tom. I didn't be for. Ooh, parentheses. Ooh, it to ishin risen rap palak rampant palak kalp. Whoa, that's through Walt to home noam nade orium malt laden cold Culfer Croft Hayden Pharaoh young Pharaoh Lund wilt pair me back. Sound Don't worry about capturing it. Only let it stick where it sticks and let it wash you around a bit. Try putting yourself in my shoes or something. Venerate the immortal Portalpotamus, whore of the potty's birth, lasted 260 too loud. Venerate the immortal Portalpotamus, whore of a potty's birth, lasted 216 years after leather was biblicized. Frack hip corviculated, highlights lifestyle older, particular humorous, radial cadical, caudacious, on best reduced risk consumed visual. Genetic throne, woven skin of my duck, automaton, embalmed, raid of a bone, absorption, sponge head life, pork new, huh? Jason, ratch, we lose El Jason, Ali pork anew, huh? Jason, Jawis lose, on a rack we lose hell Jason. Raying, lion, promoted differential ranked bone words, hormone estrog, lichen, rand, waters edge, the tear, waters atch, that waters atch, that tears them away, that focuses the rest of our life away, that tears them away, that focuses the rest of our life away toward gang rank, stimulpression, protectorum, lifalhedral mento lighter, mencreased lithid, repro duck brain, fucked brain like cylinder craving, strug, craving, strug, cure. More courtesans born trickskel, mane of a liar,
lorn late factions, genetic lifestyle, therapy, cumulabating clouds, cumuloniulating clouds, condensed water foundry, last life I ascend, ricket of a hormone, water balanced, pause mediator, vora al cento per hierro, Chen, styloid, mater, hi, my, oh gosh me my, oh gosh me my, stated fun runner, summer last like en wormet, sigdiff, year round, de-immentiated, vil-imated, D-word, made durimented, sunder, meet synthesis, sun spores, we lose synth, sloon, long darefish, and laugh all over, speedish to bin as a written D-word in a last canon, worse here mint, west as a winter, laugh sunny, ktu, that focuses the rest of our life away, towards alley, Altbreck Broen, Mir Friel Hesher wow, oh well, wow, no, anointed for our mirror them, rare feedback poop, time on like plasm, triggering points, orbital in my own matrices, lifelike time, enters caudal synthesis to upwardly train its way into habiata towards ether credential. Layered heart dome, bro, oh, underneath the, oh, your joyous waters atch, that tears them, that focuses the rest of our life away towards the way, that focuses the rest of our life away towards beauty under weather covered influence as 8 cranial lasts, polar sexus, blood in, breath out, moist, meditation, Christian moistened meditation, layered us ejaculate, porn hoop lathered in horn poop, pressed under ladder, scattered dread bread, back lather free of ladder backwards in mass. Tearing Clive matter whip as lick brine where triliopipodamine juristro sign entefo trocamil monk. Bison duance mine solo form, norn mas wero last quim tereth auror. Made like kill, mace dade ret Thor, crix said through west sen, time last word. Tent tin top torn torpin, clasping endorphin, last night's bus swollen, darp harp, dog harp, pendulavenuous, coolish flushing, rushing, dripping, happen underneath the ning, suddenly dripping, suddenly lasting, suddenly clapping, wayward into clap job, noodle slapper, hammered jamming from behind, inner swollen, under get into her, high wonder, stay stoked, and linger forever skull. Sunken, parietal, somber, heliospanning last chasm, unwitherer, in corn don't care about anything, fuck around and say not a thing, unhush, a ping-pong bool, pin, free hung bool, kilp, pin, kilp, lol, kahund, bile bin der in the pig day word, poopig canyon under the written under all bones fusing to the shakashuri tune as I bloom into fluorescence of this whole fucking room. Imirin fucking mir sera foca plex and ja gresselex bear. Pole, how many times? I got maybe like a minute more of stuff. So.
You got 1 minute.
Cool.
You got 1 minute.
Pole, middle, levitate twice, bear, right twice, descend quatrex, leftwards fourplex, levitate sex time, over our right over, sextuplet, under river, 4 steps, then 2 more, latest 6 stumbles before ascend through beacon, made rumble, mullet of a couple of these directions, painted floorboards stained in fear. last muscular cracked in a half of the memories thrown together with the bones, boned together in this new age of bonds and the bonded ageless loop cycle. Clavicula drained a brain and the ground under nicely to forget the tomes of last year's resolute standing fear.
One more line.
Pork anew, huh? I've always, in my own dream, I own a downward equation that focuses us all to this underpinning fabric of all levels that classifies the best weddings as the marriage between silence and...
I swear, one of these nights you're going to like glitch out of reality, and it's gonna be really freaky. And just gotta see it. It's gonna be like suddenly there's Jacob, and then there's like part of him, and it's like, man, I like this shout out. Shocker shark. Dude, fucking Xavier Renegade Angel. Anyway, this has been Page 2 Poetry. I am James Otter, your host and overlord. Yeah. I've been fighting the microphone all night. But you know what? This happens every Tuesday till the end of time. Time's not going to end. You know? Hope to see y'all back here next week. Thanks for coming out. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.